partiality, I can say directly using the bracket term y of t and x of t. The bracket term, what it says, it does not have any +1 or -1 concept here. So it is only t and t. So I can say the output does not depend upon the future value. So the system is cautious. And listen, always one more hint is always if your output is differentiation of the input and integration of the input, the system is unstable. Please make a note, the system is unstable. So totally you have 3 hints for this type of question, differentiation or integration. 3 hints for 3 properties. Always it is non-memoryless, always it is partial, always it is unstable. Okay, so I will proceed to the next problem. And for this stability, you have to write the equation. What is the equation you will write? Magnitude of x of t, that you have to write always less than or equal to mx, less than or equal to infinity. But the output will not be, y of t will not be bounded. Y of t less than or equal to, given question is d of x of t. Magnitude we have to take it, d of x of t divided by dt. I have to write the magnitude for this, which is less than my, and you can write less than, not equal. It is not equal to infinity. So I can say the system is unstable. Now the next problem is, so we are solving all different problems. See, this is again differentiation. See, I don't want to, see, I have put star for this problem. Okay, this is asked in the number of question papers. And you know how to do the linearity and time invariance. I no need to explain for all the problems. It is very easy. And as I said earlier, the 3 hint I had given for the earlier problem. If differentiation is there in the question, then it is definitely not memoryless. Definitely not. It is a causal. Definitely it is unstable. Okay. So here, no, I did not write the justifications for stability. You have to write the justification like how I explained for the previous problem. See, now the next problem also had given star. Okay, this is star the problem. So even this is also asked in number of question papers. So y of t is equal to cos of x of t. See, this linearity property I want you to just see once. Y of t is equal to t of x of t, which is equal to cos x of t. Listen here, I will ask you the question, you should answer me later. So the left hand side is t of a x1 of t plus b x2 of t, which is equal to the question I have to write cos of, in place of x I have to write a into x1 of t plus b into x2 of t. Now tell me why I have written this is not equal. Can anybody tell me? What is the formula we use for the expansion of the right hand side? Cos of within the bracket. What is the formula we will use here? Cos of. Can anybody get me the expansion
Cos
of? Very good. Cos a plus b. So you all know cos a plus b is equal to, what is the formula? Anybody remembers? It is cos a sin b, or cos a sin b. I'm just writing roughly, okay? Don't think that this is exactly correct. Cos a sin b and sin a cos b. Now, if you expand that, you will be having other than cos. As per the question, I should have only cos. I have cos and sine. I have sine and cos. So definitely, I will get not equal operation here. A into t of x1 of t plus b into t of x2. I hope you are getting it. Why it is not equal. So the system is definitely non-linear. And you know how to do invariance. Invariance, I feel it is very simple for all the problems. T of x of t minus t naught means you will write only minus t naught, And if it is y of t minus t naught, you will write t as t minus t naught. I think for this problem, the right hand sides are matching, so it is time invariant. And listen here, if you have cos term also in the question, y of t is equal to, I think for this problem, it is cos of x of t, I guess. Cos of x of t. So I can say again, this problem says my output is linearly proportional to x of t. You forget about this cos. Cos is just representing x of t is which type of signal. It is sinusoidal signal or like that. It is just an indication to represent x of t. So it is directly proportional here. If y of t is directly proportional to x of t, then here within the bracket of t, I do not have plus 1 or minus 1 like that. So it represents only the present value. So I can say my system is memoryless. And I can say it does not have plus 1, minus 1. So output does not depend upon the future value. So the system is cautious. And stability, definitely it will be stable because in front of x of t, I do not have any t value multiplied. So because of that reason, see the presence of cos is just for the indication purpose, which form of the signal is x of t is. X of t is a cos signal, that's it. So the conclusion is it is stable. Am I clear? Everyone is following it, or if you have any doubt, you can interrupt and you can ask. Can I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope all these hints you have written that will be helpful for you in the exam. So now my next question is y of t equal to x within the bracket sin t. So earlier problem cos of x of t. So both are different. Don't get confused. Because it is x of sin t, definitely it will follow the linearity property. Because what I will do, wherever x is there, there I will write. So a into x1 of this complete bracket sin t plus b into x2 of this complete bracket sin t. So definitely it will follow the linearity property. So similarly, my next one, time invariance also it is possible because I have only single t in the question. So I think I have written, see in this notes, I think I have written wrongly. So I have written not equal. Please make it as equal. I hope you follow why it is equal. So t of x of t minus t naught, normally what we will do? We will write in wherever t is there, just minus t naught we will write. So this is equation 1. And y of t minus t naught, what we will do? Wherever complete t is there, that we will replace with t minus t naught. So your equation 1 and 2 right hand sides are equal. So this comes under time invariant. Please make a note when you write from my notes. Just change it. Okay, it is time invariant. Am I right here? Any confusion?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So now, so this type of problem, I cannot give you any hint, okay, for memoryless or causality because it is x of not directly t, it is x of sine of t. So sine of t means I have some value for this sine of 0, sine of 1, sine 30 degree, sine 40 degree like that. I have some value. So I cannot, looking the question itself, I cannot predict. So I have to substitute and then I have to find out. So if I substitute my t value as 1, then it is x of sine 1. Sine 1, if I calculate it, it is 0.8. So 1 is bigger number than this 0.8. So I can say that it is a fast value. So the system is not a memoryless. It is having memory. So I hope you understood this. In the same way, for the causality also, you should see substitution. You should make the substitution and you should conclude it. See, you are substituting minus 1 for t and x of minus, sine of minus 1 is minus 0.841 You listen, when you compare the value -1 and minus 0.8, minus 0.8 is bigger. So if the calculated value is bigger than the assumed value for t, then always the system is non-causal. Please remember this hint also. So here -1 I am substituting, but I am getting minus 0.8. So in minus, for plus terms, it is 1 is bigger than 0.8. But I'm having -1 and minus 0.8. So out of this two, minus 0.8 is bigger. So if you get bigger number as the answer after you take the t value for y, then the system is non-causal. So I hope you understood. And here this system is definitely stable. Why? Because I do not have any p value multiplied in front of x. Okay, there is no product term, so it is definitely stable. So and see here, if there is an integration problem, integration, can anybody reveal me? I have given the hint for the memoryless, causal, and stability. Can anybody tell me the three answers for this problem?
Not memoryless, causal, and unstable.
Okay, not memoryless. Let me see. Not memoryless, causal, and unstable. Very good. Okay. And the first two things you have to solve and you have to get it, because for that there is no hint. We have to solve this linearity. So this operation you have to do it, and you have to get it. And even for the time invariance also, you have to substitute and you have to compare the right hand sides. Then you have to come to the conclusion. And see here, this problem also have given star. You can see here. Okay, so it is very important. So now the last problem is y of t is equal to 0 for x of t less than 0, and y of t is equal to x of t plus x of t minus 10. So linearity and invariance, you know how to do it. That will not give you any confusion. But always the memory, causal, and the stability will be giving you the confusion. So seeing this term only I can make out. I have x of t and x of t minus 10. Minus 10 is past. So I can conclude that the given system is memoried system or memoryless system. Can anybody? It is a memoryless or not memoryless?
Not memoryless.
Very good, very good. Okay. So similarly, causality, you know what is the meaning of causality? Causality should not depend upon the future. As per my equation, I do not have plus values. So definitely, this is causal or non-causal? If your answer is
Non-causal.
wrong, yes. What is the answer, ma'am?
Non-causal, ma'am.
Non-causal. Non-causal meaning, you know, the output should depend upon the future value, alva. Check my
Okay, ma'am. It's causal, ma'am.
causal. Okay. See, everyone will face the
Yes,
problem. Confusion irutte. Practice alli adu bandudutte automatically. No problem. Okay. So here
okay, ma'am.
t and minus t minus 10. That means past value is there and present value is there. There is no future value. So I can say this is actually causal. And similarly, seeing the question, can anybody predict that it is a stable or unstable? For that also I have given the hint. Stable or unstable? Anyone? Sanjay? Stable system or unstable system?
Stable, ma'am.
Stable. Very good. Because x of t in front of x of t, we do not have any t product multiplied. Okay. And I am not explaining you the linearity and invariance because it is dead easy. Only confusion will happen for the memoryless, causality, and stability. So I'm stressing that for all the problems. See, it is not memoryless, it is causal, it is stable. Okay. So I hope compared to yesterday's class, I am satisfied today. I feel I made you understand everything. Okay. So now I will just move on to the next set of problems for the discrete time. Okay. So discrete time. Is my screen visible, everyone? Discrete time question.
No, ma'am.
Is it not visible? The PDF?
No, ma'am.
Others?
No, ma'am.
It's not visible.
Screen stuck, ma'am.
Stuck. Okay. Let me again stop sharing. Now can you see something?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, now you see the title, everyone. It is a discrete time system. For discrete time system, determine whether the system is linear, time invariance, memoryless, partial, stable. Okay. I have solved some 8 problems here. I'm not going to explain all the 8 problems. It is exactly similar to the continuous time problem. Okay. See, now I want you to just see the question and tell me. I will ask you one question here. N into x of n means the system will be stable or unstable. Can anybody? N into x of n.
Unstable, ma'am.
Very good, very good. Unstable. Because we discussed earlier t into x of t. Means if you have bracket term t as a variable, the t should not be multiplied. Then it is unstable. Similarly here, instead of t I have n. So n is multiplied. So definitely it is unstable. See, like this, you should analyze seeing the question itself. Okay. Unstable. And what else we can analyze using this given question? See, since my output y of n is directly proportional to x of n, can I say directly proportional? So if it is directly proportional, n and n within the bracket, what it is telling us? I hope my question is clear. N and n. I'm asking about memoryless or causal it is. I'm asking about memory property and causal property. Is it memory or memoryless? Anybody?
Memoryless, ma'am.
Very good, memoryless. Because n and n says that it is only present. Okay, present. And what about causality? Is this causal or non-causal?
Causal, ma'am.
Very good. Because you do not have plus 10 or plus 5 like that. Future value is not there in the given question. And the linearity property is same. So let me explain for only one problem. I have to keep y of n is equal to t of x of n, which is equal to the given question, n into x of n. So left hand side is t of a into x1 of n plus b into x2 of n is equal to what I said from the question. X of n you should write in terms of scaling factor and x1 and x2. So along with that I have n extra, so that n I will keep here outside. Am I audible?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Voice is breaking. So now can you check whether I am audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you know the step. The a variable you can move it out, so that you will get a into n into x1 of n plus b into n into x2 of n. So n into x1 of n can be written as there is a network problem. I think now I am much audible. Can I proceed? Yes or no?
Your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Breaking. Oh, I think the net connection is a network issue. So tell me someone, am I now okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, I hope the first one, linearity property, will be satisfied. And what about time invariance? Time invariance, looking the question itself, we can predict. T of x of n minus n naught is equal to n into x of n minus n naught. There is a network problem.